the idea of Alaska as a Plan B location, I think, deserves a discussion, because it's really only, obviously the place itself has long since been a magnet for some very eccentric type people, and depending on how ugly things actually get, if you have a really unpleasant period of societal breakdown, we've already seen what it looks like when supply chains shit the bed. What does that look like in a place like Alaska? Well, welcome back to the Expat Files. A very special edition, I might add, here in Alaska, just a few miles from Denali National Park. It's a little lake here outside the cabin where we're staying. Now, my mission here is to give you the information that I would want if our roles were reversed and you were trying to figure out your own strategy for Plan B kind of behavior. And I'll give you my considered opinion on Alaska as we go through this trip. But for now, I just want you to just drink it in and enjoy it with me, because it's really something special. Well, you don't have to spend a lot of time here or think very hard about it to understand how dependent Alaska is on a lot of things being shipped up. And so it's anybody's guess, how much disruption we may see. As I'm recording this, the brilliant leadership of the world is trying to figure out ways to get Ukraine into NATO, which of course is nothing other than, the biggest, let's go, which is the biggest provocation anybody could come up with to the Russians. They've said they're not going to tolerate it. So why this is all even being discussed and why everybody wants a great big war is, of course, impossible to understand until you put it in the context of they want war because they're losing their power, and this idea of sort of Anglo-Saxon NATO dominance of the world is, of course, a very, very, very dangerous plan right now. The attempt to force everybody to obey is at least potentially putting us up against a very, very unpleasant future. And so we'll hope that that's not the case. But as you look and plan for your own Plan B, and you think about your own situation, the things that you want to consider, the things that will be most important to have in place, will be obviously ease of living and easy access to things like food and water. Being in a place where a lot of materials and a lot of supplies from outside are very necessary. That's a bad idea, right, for most people. And so I'll have more to say about Alaska as we go along. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go on the lake with my son.